Hi guys, welcome back to the Golf Place. So I've just done a lesson, so I'm going to give you a lesson recap and go through the numbers that were important to us today and what we improved. We can see here, this was a customer hitting an 8-iron. So this is their club path. We can see that we were, before we changed it, which is number 21 here, we were in around the 10, 11 degrees to the left. So minuses on a TrackMan mean that you're swinging it to the left, pluses are to the right. We then obviously had a chat about a few things, and we managed to change this quite dramatically so that now his averages are around kind of the free zone. So massive improvement in club path. I want to talk to you about how we managed to change that club path, and actually it was down to some setup factors that helped us then rotate better. So first one being that he would set up with a bit of an S-curve in his back. So by that we mean that the tailbone sticks out too far and then the spine kind of curves in the lower section. And what that does is it puts too much stress through the lower back and too much tightness. And then as that player turned, he couldn't really turn and get any depth. So his hands almost stayed too in a vertical position where they stayed above his sort of toes. And then as he would swing down, he would swing across it. So we were talking about how we would get a better posture, and what we've looked at is one, creating actually a decent distance from the golf ball and a decent plane of the club to start with, where the toe of the club sits a little bit off the floor. And then we looked at, okay, well, we don't want to see too much sitting and then bum pushing back. We actually want to see that the hip bone stays pretty much over the ankle bone and that we lean to the golf ball, so that from here I'm now able to turn and rotate the lower section of my back better, which meant that he could start to rotate and get the club further away from his head, which helped him then swing it a little bit more from the inside. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Obviously the reason that he swung it poorly was his setup, so don't just necessarily take that that was the correction for swinging it more rounded. The setup was the problem. So say if you've got something in your golf swing where you feel like you need to come and improve something, or you're not sure what's happening, reach out, book a lesson. So don't just follow stuff online, because it might not necessarily be what you're doing wrong. So hope that one, it was interesting for you guys though, and say we improved the club path by about 8 degrees, which is fantastic. Great thing with the TrackMan is obviously every shot he could go, oh yeah, that one was 3 degrees better, and then he would go, okay, right, I can do it a little bit more, and then he would improve it again. So excellent session for the client.